Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Have you ever been into a relationship with someone who you felt was very nice, a good person, an angel, almost an angel? And then by the time you go into the relationship with the person fully, or when you fully get committed or even get married to this person, you now see a different person. Somebody I've asked before that how come this person is no longer who I thought they were, and not just in the fact that a person must change, but this one are very, 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 very bad changes that you didn't even see, or maybe you didn't observe in the relationship, and then this person has just become somebody else, and you are very committed, and maybe even gotten married to this person, and you are wondering, were they pretending? Have you ever been in that situation before, or you have somebody in that situation? Today we're going to be diving into reasons why you could be in that position and how to avoid it big time before getting into trouble. So let's go right into the video. Be observant. Number one point is to be very observant. So when you go into relationships with people, as much as you can, you want to be observant because you are being friends with this person, you are meeting them maybe for the first time, or you are getting to know them. You want to observe who you are dealing with, unless you just go into relationships for no just reason. You don't have a focus, you don't have something that you have in mind when you are going into this. But if you are a very intentional person, you should go into relationships with focus. You know what you want. There's a saying that says that if you know where you are going to, you know who can go along that journey with you. Not just anybody can go with you in those kind of journeys. So it's important to know where you are going to, and it's important to know who can go with you on that journey. So it's obvious and very, very vital that whoever you are with, or you want to commune with, or stay with, or have a long-term relationship with, is somebody that you can relate with on a very, 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 very neutral ground, and you are fine with it. So be observant. Don't be too careless to just be going through life and not watching how this person communicates, how this person relates with every other person, how this person acts. Because believe me, these signs are always there. It's just that people are not observant. People just want to be carried away by the fun that they enjoy, by the things that they do, and by the hangouts they have, the parties and everything, and they forget to genuinely just watch this person and see how they act. Because believe me, everyone that has gone through an abuse in one way or the other, when they are relating these issues, they say it that they have seen something like that happen before, but they didn't pay attention to it. So one way or the other, you must have seen a cue, you must have seen something if you are intentional and you're observant about this thing. So try to be observant. Then the next thing I would say is don't be desperate. So most times when people want to get into relationship, you will just feel it feels like they just want to jump in. I don't know if there's somebody chasing people to go into relationships, or that they feel like they can't take their time and make the right decisions once and for all. It's not a competition. So it's not something you should be desperate about or run into as if they're chasing you into it. No. Take your time. Make friends with these people. Have nice and valuable discussions, and with time you would know if you are observant, as I've said in the first part. You would know. But being desperation would not even make you to see even the slightest of thing, talk less of when somebody is being deceitful to you. Like I said, yeah, desperation can blind you from anything, not to talk of deceit. So ensure that you are not desperate. You are not in the position of, I have to go into a relationship now, anybody that comes must be the person. No. When you are desperate, you would ignore important things just because you want to be there at that time. So avoid being desperate. In fact, I advise people, when people come to you, first be open to be friends with them. And I have issues when somebody comes to you that I like you, I want to be in a relationship with you, and then you now get to say, can we be friends? And they say no, they don't want to be friends, they just want to be boyfriends. You run from that kind of a person, because I don't know you before. So if I don't know you and now I'm saying, okay, let's be friends, let me get to know you before I make this a serious relationship, and you're telling me no, we cannot be friends, then it means there is an ulterior motive that you have. So if people go into relationships with this calmness, get to know the person while you are just friends. Most times when you are friends with people, they tend to be real because there's no pressure to please you because you want to marry them or you want to be in a relationship with them. It's when you enter with the fact that, hey, I want to marry this person, so I must do well for him to observe that I'm good and I'm nice. No, be friends with them, observe them, chat naturally, see how they communicate with friends around them and people, and then you would know if this person is someone you want to go into a relationship with. And most times, yes, sometimes people pretend. We'll say about that later. A lot of people can pretend, but when you do these things from the beginning, most times you would not fall into the trap of somebody that just comes and just does some abracadabra, and then you get into a relationship and then you find out that it's somebody entirely that you are with, not even who you thought you were with. So don't be desperate at all. Yes, also when you're in a relationship with somebody, don't commit in ways that you are not supposed to commit, because sometimes some people commit and when even when they now see wrong things, because they have committed deeply, you hear somebody say this relationship is stressing me, I don't feel like this person loves me, or because I've been there for long. Some people have been there for a long time. They feel like those times cannot be wasted for nothing. So they feel like they must be there. Then you feel like, I've given my all, I've given my body, I've given my this, so I have to be here even when things are not working. That is why in the first place, don't commit in ways that you shouldn't commit when you are still in a relationship with somebody. Until you get committed to this person in marriage, there are some things you shouldn't give, so that those are not reasons why you are now pressured to now stay even when you feel like you should move on. So the next point is have a working relationship with God. So because you can't really know someone or fully know anybody, you cannot fully know anybody, but you can know the person who knows them fully through and through, and he can relate to you how or whether to go on with this person or not. Because really, it's God that knows somebody, and that is why I always say, if you know God and God speaks to you or God communicates to you one way or the other, He will help you avoid those kind of people by nudging you or helping you see the things that you should see. And then you save yourself from that stress. But if not, you will just be there innocently and then get into problems that you will not be able to come out from. Or when you come out from, you'll be scarred. So yes, you are getting to know somebody, but know that some people are very pretentious and they can pretend to the cause. Some people are actors. And when they act, have you ever wondered why people are acting movies, but you know they're acting, but you also cry? Because there's a make-believe attitude that they have or that they put in play that makes you feel like what they are doing is just real, even when you know it is not. You find yourself crying, you find yourself being sober. So yes, some people can pretend, and some people say, you can't know. Some people pretend. Yes, they can pretend, but when you are a person that is led by God, no matter how much a person pretend, God knows them in and out, and so He can nudge you at some times to see some things that might be a warning signal, or He just nudges you to just go ahead. So if you are not a person that is in a position to be led of God, you might find yourself in that kind of a situation and be finding a way out, or be blaming, or be thinking that everybody that seems like they're in a good relationship, one of them is pretending because you have been in that situation. But no, not really. So please ensure that you do the right things, that you're in the right place, and that your heart is right to be able to be led of God or be nudged by God, to know when you should not go on with the relationship. So know God, how He speaks to you, and be sure that God will have you go on with this relationship with this person. Then you'll be certain that you are in the right place. The next thing is, this person that you're going on with should also be a person that fears God, because you know God, yes, but how is this person's relationship with God? Because believe me, there are times you'll be in situations that are unthinkable when the road seems to be tough. A person that fears God, yes, will be in a very dire situation, but still would take actions that will not hurt you or anybody. Will still take actions that are pleasing to God, because this person fears God. It's not about you at every point in time. So very importantly, ensure that this person knows God and fear God. I once heard of a story of a lady who was serious in church with God, and then there's this guy that attended the church. He came to the church, joined the team, was serious for months, all because he wanted to marry this lady. And then he communicated with her, and then she liked him. They went ahead to do their marriage class and all, and got married. And after the marriage, he said to her that he is not a Christian, and now he has married her. So automatically she is to now serve the God that he serves. If you're in that kind of a situation, you are not to blame yourself, because of course you went in out of deceit. You didn't know who this person was. This person deceived you to that place you are. So I advise you to pray about it. Number two, seek counsel from whoever you have, seek counsel on how to go about it. After you have spoken to this your partner, it could be a he or her situation. Whoever the person is, maybe somebody got into a relationship with you and did not tell you something or lied about something to you, and you found out. Yes, communicate with them. They could be repentant, or if they are willing to change, and if not, you could seek counsel on what to do next and then take steps. But my previous points are just for those that have not been there, to avoid that kind of a situation and do the right things that you need to do not to get to that position. So I'd like to know your thoughts. Do you have somebody that have experienced this before? Are you in a current situation with someone and you are feeling that this person is not all they seem to be? Please let us know. Or you have an advice for somebody or for people on how they should to tackle this kind of a situation, please just let us know your thoughts right in the comment section. Please don't forget to like this video and share to your friends, and also subscribe to support this channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.